Hey everybody, it is Billy with the Motor City Throwdown. Today we're taking a look at an all-new 2024 Sierra 4-cylinder. That's right, you may be wondering, why are you doing a 4-cylinder, Billy? Because there is a trend going on right now where a lot of people are rethinking about the size engines they're getting. Not only are you getting the trucks for a lot less, but the increase in power in the smaller engines that GM's putting out is making people think twice. So let's get into it. I want to show you this, and I also want to show you how this truck is actually pretty close to 40,000 when you see some of the new incentives that GM is introducing. All right, let's get into it. The 2024 4-cylinder Sierra. So this has the graphite trim series on the Thunderstorm Gray. I love this color. In fact, I just ordered a new truck with this color. I'm looking forward to it. But it does have the powder coated wheels and the blacked out grille and all the trim. You got the powder coated hooks on the bottom, and it has all this graphite trim, which makes it really look nice, right? I mean, that's pretty slick. I'm gonna kind of pan over here a little bit so you can see it, but it's really a nice truck. I mean, it doesn't look like one of the base models, even though it might be priced that way. And it actually has some more stuff built in. I'm gonna get into that in a second. A lot of people think like, oh, well, what do you get for that? Well, I'm gonna show you. You actually get a few things in here that's pretty cool. Let's take a look at the rear seating area. Someone had mentioned that there's no room in here like the other trucks, and that's just not true. First off, we have some drink holders and cargo areas. You got your rear speakers, and you can see there's a lot of room in here, right? So you want to put some luggage, or you want to put tools, or whatever you want to put back here, there's definitely room for that. So I want to show you though how much room is back here, because they changed it a few years ago. They added like some inches to the back. So this ain't even close, right? I mean, it's like tons of room. I mean, the front passenger can recline their seat quite a bit, and you're still not going to be, you know, tight. They did add some rear air to the back. The center front section rolls up, so you can actually put 6 people in this truck. Okay, Nicole, you're doing a little free air riding right now. What do you think?
It's actually smooth, very smooth. And of course, everybody that knows, if you drive on the 99 freeway in Bakersfield, the road is not smooth. So this handles the shock package that they have on it. Seems to be fantastic, because I can't feel any of the little whip-de-woos that they have on this freeway.
Yeah, it's actually pretty good. You said something to me earlier too about, you said the same thing I did. Like all of a sudden you look down, you don't realize this.
Yes. So I got on the freeway, and normally I just kind of hit the throttle like halfway. I looked down, and guess what? I was going 85. Be careful if you're doing that. The throttle, you don't need as much.
Yeah, I was thinking, it has a lot of get up and go. Like I thought the same thing. Like I was going on the freeway, I looked down, I'm going like over 80. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
So I didn't even tell you that either. So
yeah.
Yeah.
I put on the cruise control because nobody needs a ticket.
Yeah, pretty smart actually. So just for reference, I had about 1/8 of a tank in it. Came over here, filled up at $4.29 a gallon, and that's where we're at. So probably about $100 to fill it up when you're talking about around the $4 mark for fuel. All right, so here's a look at this GMC Sierra. Beautiful truck. And man, does it have a nice looking style to it or what? Look at those black powder coated rims. Man, that is so good. Of course, we got the side steps, get in the back of the bed. That's cool. You know, I actually like the old style one, like the not the breakaway stuff, which I don't think you can get this. I don't think you can get this style on the newer trucks. I think you have to get the breakaway, but I do like this. And it still has the, let's see here. It still has the soft down, right? Tailgate goes up, feels super light. You got a couple plugs in the back. Like I said, I love those wheels. Isn't that nice looking? Super nice looking. Of course, this is the crew cab, and I really enjoyed the ride up here, and didn't use that much fuel either. I kind of expected that. And look at the front though. Isn't that nice? Dude, that is so good, right? You got the hooks on the front. Yeah, that is so nice. Look, I'm gonna step back here so we can look at it. I was on the freeway and I was barely into it, and I was hitting 80, right? And I wasn't even trying. So it definitely has all the power you're gonna need. And coming up this hill, coming to our cab, definitely had no problems at all. It was really good. In fact, I had to get in the gas one time, and I was surprised how much it has, how much get up and go it has. One thing about the L3B engine from GM is that it originally started off as a tractor engine, and it is probably one of the most reliable engines that GM has ever produced. This thing has not been able to produce a catastrophic failure from GM. So if you're looking for reliability and something's going to be around for a long time, this motor might be a good place to start. I love the headlights. Isn't that cool? They're kind of like smoked out LED lights. Looks really nice. And of course that grille. Isn't that cool? That's so nice. So like all the new trucks, it's all push button now. The days of the keys are over. It will not go into gear until you put your seatbelt on. And that's something that didn't used to be there, right? I mean, you used to be able to start your truck without your seatbelt on. There may be an adjustment where you can take that off. But let's take a look real quick at the instrument panel, okay? This is a two-wheel drive model, but you'll notice that this does not have the LCD. And for a lot of people, they don't care about that. Like, some people don't need all the bells and whistles. But I mean, this looks nice, right? I mean, you still have some LCD screen in the middle there. But you can see it's all analog, right? But you still get a nice LCD high resolution screen that actually is high resolution in reverse, right? So you get that, and then you get the projection of where you're going to go when you turn the wheel. So there is some stuff. You also have some trailer stuff here, where I think you can hook a camera up behind the trailer and see where you're going. So that's pretty cool. The parking brake now is a push button. All the controls for the lighting is done right here. And of course, all your door controls are right here. It still has some things like lane departure, right? That's really cool. It also has the auto start technology. That means that you're going to come to a stoplight, motor's going to shut off, and then when you hit the gas, it immediately turns on with almost zero hesitations. That's going to save you a lot of fuel. And for something that's like the entry level of the truck, for them to have these two things on there is pretty sophisticated technology, right? You also have traction control, which comes on this truck, and you have some trailer brake. That's where you're going to be turning, like if you're towing, right? You'll have that on. So here is something that might boggle your mind, Nicole, that this truck...
Let it be boggled.
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
This truck has an option to run in 2 cylinders on the freeway when power's not needed. You have a truck running in 2 cylinders at times. Is that crazy?
It just does it on itself. It knows that you're on the freeway. How is that possible?
I don't know. You're going down hills, or you're in a spot where it doesn't need all 4 cylinders. It just ramps down to the 2.
So it's a smart truck.
Oh yeah. I don't know what they call it.
I'm gonna call it a smart truck.
Yeah, they got some kind of
They got some AI in
I
there.
think it is, might be smart control or something. I don't know what it's called.
Well, chase that view.
Okay, well, there you go. A look at the GMC Sierra 4-cylinder. This truck isn't for everybody, but it is for some people. And I think there's a lot of people that are overlooking this truck that you might want to look at it before you decide to spend a lot more money on a higher end truck. So there you go. If you have any questions, drop them in the comment box or get a hold of me. I'll answer them as honest as I can. Thanks for watching. This is Billy at the Motor City Throwdown.